What's up guys? Just had some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, feeling real crispy right now. About to do it live. ORAS OU, Mega Sceptile, which is personally my favorite starter out of the three. Now, let me fill you in on a little secret here. This isn't just any Sceptile set, or Sceptile set, sorry. I always call it Sceptile, I don't know why. This is a really unique set right here. It's, let me go to the team. Swords Dance, Mega Sceptile. Check this out. It's got Leaf Blade, it's got Dragon Claw. So you can hit water types, you can hit dragon types. I mean, this thing is amazing. And you got low kick right here. This is gonna be able to hit stuff like Ferrothorn and Heatran, for example, Magnezone, Kirimbi. Got nice 184 speed EVs, so that you'll be able to outspeed stuff like I guess Thundurus, so that you won't get wrecked by Hidden Power Ice. So you could just Mega Evolve and go for that Dragon Claw, and then Thundurus be like, wait, what? Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, so we got a nice Rotom Wash right here. And a Heatran to form a nice Firewater Grass Core. My boy Red Lake suggested that to me, so I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I didn't know what to use for Heatran, so I was just like, you know what, I'll just use some weird ass toxic sets, so I was just gonna do that. So then I got a nice Landorus here, nice Stealth Rocks, nice U-turn, form a Volturn Core with the Rotom Wash and Rocky Helmet, so that if you know, you can't really touch this thing and get away with it, and you're gonna get some damage on you from Rocky Helmet. And I got a nice Latias here, nice Defog, nice Healing Wish. Defog will be able to get rid of hazards, of course, as you know, and Healing Wish for support for Mega Sceptile in case he gets burned or anything that he doesn't like. And finally, a Azumarill here to stop threats like Greninja and stuff like that. Another Dragon check. Nice Assault Vest here, go into battle with the Assault Vest, and he'll be able to take hits pretty well, so from special attacks. So that's pretty much the team. Let's just find a battle and hop right into it. Oh, I feel so good now. Had some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so let's just go get a battle right here. We got a battle against a guy using a Mega Salamence team, so this should be pretty interesting. So I guess I'm gonna probably lead off with my, I don't know, Rotom? No, I'm gonna probably lead off with my Heatran, I think. No, I'm gonna lead off with Rotom. Alright, he leads off with this Landorus right here, that's fine. I'm just gonna hit him with a Wisp. I think Will-O-Wisp should be fine. He goes for the U-turn, hoping that he goes into his Amoonguss so I can burn that. That'll be pretty good. And he does end up going into his Amoonguss, yes, not even bad. And so I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Of course it misses, hello? Alright, I'm just going to go hit him again. So we got him burned. I do have a Chesto Berry on my thing, so pretty much I'll be able to sleep and just wake up right immediately. So what I could do now is I can go for the, yeah, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch right here. And pull the switch into my, let's see here. I could probably just go into my Azumarill, maybe? I think that should be a fine, I think. Yeah, let's just go into Azumarill. Just a Spore Fod or something. Alright, so he goes for the Spore on the Azumarill, which is fine. I can go into my Heatran right here. As he's probably just gonna, I don't know, he's probably gonna stay in or something. He goes for the Giga Drain. And what I could do now is I could predict him to want to switch out, and I'm gonna go for the Toxic, so that I'll be able to poison something, I think. So that should be fine. I'm gonna go for the Toxic right here, as he's gonna go into his Keldeo. That's perfect because I can just poison that, and I could probably just go for the Protect right here and try to scout what he's gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Protect. And he ends up revealing that he has, okay, so he's gonna go for the Scald, so I guess I could just go into my probably Latias here, and I could just like double out into like back into Train or something. He goes for, ooh, look at that, he's he must be like Lumberry or some E-Belt or something. I don't even know. All right, so I could just I kind of want to just go back into a Heatran. I think I'm just going to do that. Alright, so he goes into his own Heatran right here. And I'm just going to go for the Earth Power. I'm pretty sure I'm faster. Ooh, he took that pretty well. And he goes for the Rocks right here, which is fine. And what I can do is I can just go for the... Actually, I could go for Flamethrower and predict him to switch into Lando. Or, okay, he goes into Keldeo, that's fine. That's fine too. So he gets damaged, that's great. And I think I'm just gonna go for the protect right here. As he goes for the secret sword, which is fine. And I'm gonna go into my Latias. He pulls a switch into Orlando. So I'm guessing he must be like Choice Scarf or something. So not wanting to stay in, I'm just gonna go into my own Lando. As he's probably just gonna go for a U-turn, I think. Yeah, he goes for the U-turn. That's fine. A fine play. Alright. So I guess probably now he's just gonna go into maybe his Keldeo and try and pressure me out. Alright. Start the timer. Alright, so he goes into Salamence right here. I mean, alright, I guess I could just go for the U-turn? Maybe? I don't know what he wants to do. I mean, I've seen some Salamences run like special attacking sets before. I think I could just hard switch into my Rotom. And some of them run like Swords Dance or Dragon Dance and Return. So I don't want to take a risk right now. I'm just gonna like switch out into my Rotom Wash. He goes into Landorus right here. All right, interesting. So I'm gonna go into Rotom, predicting that pretty well, and I can just go for a Volt Switch right. Wait, who was faster? I forget in the beginning. He was faster. I'm just gonna go for a Volt Switch, as he's probably gonna go into like a Moongus or something. I still want to get a chance to get up my Sceptile out there, so we're going to try that out really soon. Alright, so he's going to go for the Volt Switch. I'm going to go ahead and make a switch into my Heatran. I go for the Volt Switch, sorry. He goes into Amoonguss, I go into Heatran. I'm going to go for the nice and crispy Flamethrower. See if we can do some damage on that. Or I could just go for a Toxic, maybe. I'll just go for Flamethrower. Actually, there's no reason not to predict a Toxic. What is he going to do if he stays in? That's the thing, so I'll just go for a Toxic. That's perfectly fine. He goes into Keldeo. He gets damaged by Poison, and I could just go for the Protect right here. He's just going to get damaged by Poison all over again. Or he just goes into Landorus. But that's perfectly fine because I think I know he's Scarf. So I can just go for another Protect, and it's gonna be fine. Let's just go for that Protect and see what he does. He goes for the Earthquake. All right, that's fine. And I'm just gonna go into my Lando. As he switches out into his Mew, I can just go into my Lando. And so I could just probably get up my own rocks. He goes into his own Lando. And I can get up my rocks right here. And I can go for the U-turn. As he's probably just going to go for his own U-turn maybe, I think. Or just hard switch out into something else. Alright, he goes for Stone Edge. I go for the U-turn. I know he's locked in, so I'm going to pull a switch off into my Heatran. As I can take a Stone Edge pretty well, so I'm just going to go for the Earth Power, predicting him to want to switch out. I'm positive that he's not like anything else but Choice Scarf. I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go hit him with a, or I could just go for Toxic all over again. He goes into Keldeo, so that's fine. I can just knock it out with the Earth Power. And that's one threat gone, so that's pretty good. And he's probably gonna bring out his Landorus again, maybe. Alright, he brings out Salamence. So maybe I'm just gonna stay in and go for a Toxic, I don't know. He goes for Dragon Dance. So I can go ahead and hit him with a Toxic. And he probably does have Earthquake with that, so why not I just go into my Lando. And let's see what he does. So he's probably going to go for the Earthquake right here. Oh, he goes for another Dragon Dance. Alright, not bad. But the Poison and the Rocky Helmet should be pretty bad for him. So let's just go ahead and go for a Stealth Rocks. He goes Return, boom, Rocky Helmet, and that's some nice poison damage right there. As I'm pretty sure now that I will be able to, I can go into Heatran, as I'm pretty sure that a Protect will be able to knock him out with the poison. I think, I hope. Let's see. Mega Salamence is pretty scary. Alright, Earthquake right there. As the poison, will it take him out? Yes, it will take him out. Not bad. Alright, so let's see here. So not that many threats left anymore. Heatran can pretty much finish off his Amoonguss, he can finish off his Mew, and his Heatran, so we just gotta outplay the Landorus, to be honest. And, I mean, that has a Choice Scarf, of course, so we should be able to outplay it pretty easy. So let him, he's probably just gonna stay in and play safe. I mean, Heatran is definitely my win condition. So, alright, ooh, he does have Superpower. Alright, so that's interesting. Interesting enough. So, I think I can just go into my Latias. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, he switches that into his Mew, which is fine. As, I just bring in my Latias right here. And, I mean, I can just go right back into my Heatran, I guess. I mean, the worst he could do is knock off, but I don't see what that's gonna really, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. So, let's see. Alright, he goes for the knockoff. That's just what I expected. And I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Toxic right here. I'm gonna go ahead and poison this man, and, let's see. I mean, yeah. Okay, so the Mew's poison. That's great. He goes for the taunt. Of course, we are faster because we are running a max speed Heatran with Timid. And what I can do now is I can go for the Earth Power, predicting, I don't know. I guess I could just go for Earth Power right here. He goes into Landorus. I probably should have gone for the Flamethrower. That was I kind of predicted the Tran right there coming in, and then kind of double switching into his own Lando, so I guess that was a bad play on my part, but I'm just going to go into my Rotom Wash right here. And see what he ends up doing. Alright, so he goes for the Earthquake. He's locked in now, so I can go for the Volt Switch. As he's going to switch out, obviously, into his Amoonguss, I think. Yep, he goes into Amoonguss. Takes some rock damage right there. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Make a switch into my nice and crispy Heatran. Getting ready. Fire off a powerful Flamethrower. Nothing can take this. Alright, let's predict the hold on, let's predict the Heatran this time. Please. Alright, fine, Mew. Whatever. I really want that Heatran to just come out and take an Earth Power. Alright, go for a Flamethrower right here. Alright, nice, nice. So Mew's just taking poison damage. And go for it again, I guess. As he goes for the Roost. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for it again. As he does go into his Heatran this time, alright. And I'm going to go ahead and go for it again. As he's probably going to go into Lando. Let's hope I don't choke this. Alright. Alright, go into your Lando, please. You don't have Earth Power, I know it. Alright, there we go. Nice, nice, there we go. Gonna go for that nice and Flamethrower again. Nice and crispy critical hit, didn't even matter. Alright, and he's gonna go into his, I think this is a good time if he forfeits. Alright, not bad. He goes into his Mew. I'm just gonna go for the flamethrower. And pretty much this is the game. This was a pretty long match, to be honest. But it was a good game overall, I think. So... Alright, so... Go ahead and type good game. Because it's pretty much over. As he's gonna go for the roost and try and stall me or something. I have no idea. Alright, he goes for the taunt. And that's not gonna do much at all because I can just go for the flamethrower once again. And he's gonna go into his Heatran. He forfeited. Alright, not bad. So we won the battle. He was pretty high up there, I guess. And so let's just go ahead and find another battle. So Mega Sceptile didn't put much work in this one, but he's gonna probably put in a lot more work in the next one. Which is what I'm gonna try to make him do. So let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, we got into the jungle. The mighty jungle. Alright, so in this situation I could probably just lead off with a Azumarill, as to be honest, I think it's a good matchup against like I don't know, a bunch of his mons. Alright, he leads off with Conkeldurr. That's fine. He's probably not gonna stay, and I'm just gonna go for a knockoff right here, as he might just end up hard switching into Gengar or Slowbro. And he goes into Slowbro. So I go for a knockoff. That takes away his leftovers. That's great. And what I could do is just go into my Rotom Wash. And he goes for the Slack Off right here, which is fine. Now I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump, and no, I just go for the Volt Switch right here. Alright, he does end up going into his Camerupt for whatever reason. I'll just go for a Hydro Pump right here. And that just it just completely destroys his pet Volcano. Not even bad. Alright, he's gonna just pull a switch out probably into his probably his Leafeon. Sorry, what is that? Sylveon? Alright, not bad. Alright, let's see what he does. Alright, he goes into Gengar. Alright, that's fine. I'm just gonna stay it and go for a Volt Switch right here. And it should give me a good opportunity to Mega Evolve in. Ooh, he has Will-O-Wisp, not bad. Alright, go for the Volt Switch. I can go into my Sceptile right here. And I can Mega Evolve. I'm pretty sure Dragon Claw should kill. I'll Mega Evolve and go for Dragon Claw. And that definitely kills. Not bad, not bad. He brings out Conkeldurr. I can just go into my Azumarill. And he goes for the Ice Punch. That's perfectly fine. And what I could do now is just go straight for, let me see, he has Slowbro right here, so he's probably going to go back into his Slowbro. I could go into my Rotom Wash right here. And he goes into his Slowbro, just as I expected, so that's great. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch right here, as he's probably going to switch out, and he does, into his Sylveon. And I can go for that Volt Switch, and I can pull a switch into my Heatran. And I'm going to go for the Toxic right here, just in case he goes back into Slowbro. And he does... Okay, he goes into his Conkeldurr. That's not good. So he's a Poison Conkeldurr. That's not good at all. Alright, go for the Protect right here. As he goes for the Drain Punch. Obviously trying to get back his health. So I'm just going to go back into my Azumarill. And he's just going to probably go for the Drain Punch. He's going to do a lot, I think. It does a lot. That's fine. I'm just gonna go for the Play Rough. And he goes into Slowbro. Play Rough does a decent chunk of damage. And Alright, I'm gonna go back into Rotom right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Volt Switch. So I guess he might not have Ice Beam, to be honest. So I might be able to set up on his Slowbro. Let's go into Heatran. And I'm gonna double back into my. I'm gonna double into Sceptile right here, into Sceptile. As he goes into Conkeldurr, and he's obviously going for Ice Punch right here, I think. So I'm gonna go into my Azumarill. He goes for Ice Punch, and I'm frozen. That's not good. Alright. So I guess I can go for Play Rough, but I'm frozen, so that sucks. Alright, so I guess I can go ahead and go into my Latias and go for the Psyshock. Shoot, but he goes into Bisharp. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Draco Meteor. He goes for the Pursuit. So that was a good prediction on my part. I'm gonna go for another one. He goes for Sucker Punch. Not bad, not bad. I really want to set up Sceptile somehow. I want to use him. Let me see. Leaf. I could probably kill that with Leaf Blade. Kill that with I'd probably kill all these things with Leaf Blade if I could just predict right. I need to set up somehow. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna try and set up with this. Let's see how we do. He goes for Sucker Punch. You go for the Swords Dance right here. And go for the Dragon Claw. I'm trying to use him. I'm trying to use Sceptile a bit more. I go to Sylveon. Let's see if we can. Oh, let's see if we can knock it out with Leaf Blade, please. That'd be pretty neat. Alright, let's go for the Leaf Blade. Not bad. He goes into Conkeldurr, probably gonna go for the Mach Punch right here. I'm gonna switch out. Predict that. And he ends up going for the Mach Punch, which is awesome. He gets some poison damage too. We can go ahead and go for the Earthquake. Alright, never mind. He's gonna go into his Slowbro. And I can just go for a U-turn. We'll switch off into Rotom Wash. And he goes for the Ice Beam right here, and I can just go for a Volt Switch. Alright, he goes into his Conkeldurr. Go for the Volt Switch into my Sceptile. Just so that he can be in there for the kill. Oh, it was close. Not bad. Alright, so I'm just gonna go Lando. And he goes Mach Punch again. I think if that thing wasn't poisoned, I could probably live a Mach Punch and proceed to sweeping. So I'm gonna go U-turn right here. Go to Rotom. And he goes for the Ice Beam. I am going to go for the rest. He goes Slack Off. That's fine. So he does have Ice Beam, so you know, when sweeping with like Mega Sceptile, you just gotta like a lot of things can threaten it, I guess, so if you have like a squad like this, you might not even need to use Sceptile, so pretty much it's just about the right kind of team to sweep with. So he goes for Skull, let him just burn me or whatever. I'm just gonna U-turn into Sceptile. Alright, let's just go ahead and alright, he forfeited, so Sceptile has the victory right here. Looks like we're at 1372. I guess we could stop there. Didn't really get to show a Swords Dance sweep, but we kind of got to see Mega Sceptile in action. So like after a Swords Dance, you could pretty much kill a Sylveon. And I mean, I guess Sylveon would be an answer to Mega Sceptile if it was using like sub and 3 attacks with like 3 special attacks. So it'd be good to catch your opponents off guard. So it's a pretty interesting set overall. Let's just go back to that team real quick. It's a pretty interesting set overall, and I feel like it could work a lot better if you're up against the right team. And that's pretty much all it is to it. So hope you guys enjoyed this live. 2 battles. I mean, it wasn't too bad at all. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing another live shortly. I'm just gonna pick another Mega Pokemon and continue on the ladder. And hopefully I should upload that pretty soon as well. But yeah, overall, hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys on the next live. Peace.